Hello. Today we are going to be thinking about one of those things which, well, if you're more organised than me, you may already have started using when you prepare for Christmas. A glorious roll of wrapping paper. That's right. We all have that moment, don't we? Whether you are organised and it's 3 weeks in advance, or whether it's last minute. Christmas Eve, it's dark outside, carols from Kings are floating in from the other room, and you are there with your wrapping paper, trying desperately to wrap something up. Now, often when we wrap things, we hope we're going to disguise momentarily what they're going to be. Not only is it going to look pretty, but there's going to be a moment of excitement and wonder when you give it across, that people aren't going to know what's really inside. So you could wrap a box like this in so many different ways, and no one would have a clue what's in the box. The wrapping paper and the cardboard would totally stop what is there. Other things, however, are not quite so easy to disguise. For instance, it does not really matter how you wrap a bottle of wine. In the end, it's still going to look like a bottle of wine when you hand it across. They're going to know what's there. If it's a nice box, then that mystery is hidden. If it's a bottle of wine, then, well, it's there for the world to see. Now, I don't know about you, but often I spend quite a lot of time, if you like, putting wrapping paper on myself, thinking if only people knew what was really inside, no one would talk to me. I have to put this mask on, this paper on, cheerful, smiling, because if people knew what was contained inside it, no one would get me from under the Christmas tree. But at Christmas, we are told that because God came to earth as Jesus, who lived, who knew what it was like to struggle, who knew what it was like to be a human, to be tired, to be hungry, even to die, that God knows what's inside our wrapping paper. He knows what's inside. And he knew it even before he came as Jesus to die for us and rise again. That he knows it, and that he still loves us. That he sees what's in the wrapping paper. He knows what's really inside the box. And yet he'd still be the first one to come and get us from under the Christmas tree. One of the bits of good news of Christmas is that because God knows what it's really like to be us, what it's like to live as a human, he can sympathize, he can care, he can love, and he can help.